Welcome to the online classes. Now we discuss. In the previous discussion, we have to discuss the basic SI units, basic MCS units, and FPS system, bond second systems. Various types of units we have to discuss in the previous lecture. Now we discuss the fundamental units. Now we discuss fundamental physical quantities. Fundamental physical quantity. Fundamental physical quantities. There are 7 fundamental quantities is given here. There are 7 fundamental quantity is given. There are 7 fundamental quantities given here. So we have to write all the fundamental quantities and what is the symbols we are using here. So we have to draw a simple table here. Here is the serial number. Here is the name of physical quantity. Name of physical quantity. Here symbol, unit, or here is unit. Here is unit and here symbol. Symbols. So we have to write here the first serial number 1. Name of the physical quantity is mass. Unit kg, kilogram. Kilogram. Symbol is, and this is represented as kg, and symbol is m. So we have to write here the first fundamental quantity, that is to be mass, and the second fundamental quantity we have to write is length. Length is measured in meter. Meter is represented in m, and symbol which we are using. Now the third fundamental quantity is. Now the third fundamental quantity we have to write here. Time. Second. Time is represented in T. The next fundamental quantity is electric current. Ampere, represented in A, and symbols using A, is square brackets. Next fundamental quantity is temperature. Temperature is measured in Kelvin, and this is represented in K or theta. Sixth fundamental quantity is luminous intensity. Luminous intensity. Luminous intensity is measured in candela. and represented in CD. The symbols which we are using in here candela is CD. Now the last fundamental quantity is amount of substance. Amount of substance. Amount of substance. This is represented in mole, and the symbols is also same. These are the 7 fundamental quantities, so we have to remember all these fundamental quantities and with symbol and what is the unit which we are using here. In the serial number 1, first is to be mass, unit is kilogram and symbol is M. Second is the length, measured in meter, length, time is seconds, electric current, ampere, temperature, luminous intensity and amount of substances. These 7 fundamental quantities we have to remember: mass, length, time, electric current, temperature, luminous intensity and amount of substances. These are the 7 fundamental quantities, so we have to remember all these fundamental quantities also. So here, after that discussions, we have to know that there are 7 fundamental quantities and 2 physical quantities are known as supplementary units, supplementary physical quantities. 2 are supplementary units. 2 are supplementary units. And the 2 supplementary units are, the first supplementary unit is plane angle. Plane angle. Plane angle is measured in radian. Plane angle is measured in radian. Plane angle is measured in radian. And the next supplementary unit we have to remember here. There are only 2 units: solid angle. Solid angle. And this solid angle is measured in steradian. Steradians. These are 2 supplementary units. First supplementary unit is known as plane angle, and which is to be measured in radian. And the next supplementary unit, we have to know that the solid angle, and this is measured in steradians. So we have to remember 7 fundamentals and 2 supplementary units: plane angle and solid angles. So we have to discuss in the next discussion. We have to take in the next discussion we have to take the